God says, I'm tired of trying to talk to you. Something very shocking will happen to you tonight, exactly at 11:30 p.m. It's important for you to hear this before it vanishes in 35 seconds. It's very urgent. You have no idea what's coming, and I'm not saying this to scare you, but to wake you up. You keep asking me for answers, for a sign, for a breakthrough, but you don't pause long enough to hear me when I speak. You scroll, you pass, you turn away. But this moment right now is not something to skip. If you do, you will miss something that will never return. This is your last warning before a shift happens tonight. Not tomorrow, not later. At exactly 11:30 p.m., you need to hear me now. If you're reading this, don't scroll. Watch till the very end. What I say now could be the difference between a life-changing blessing and a missed miracle. Comment Amen if you believe I'm speaking directly to you right now. This is no coincidence. You were brought here on purpose. This is not an accident. This is divine timing. What's about to happen in your life is bigger than what you've prayed for. But if you ignore this, you may not be ready for it when it comes. I'm tired of knocking on the door of your heart and hearing silence. I've been whispering through your stress, your loneliness, your delays. I've been calling out to you in the silence of the night, in the middle of your worries, when you lie awake wondering if anyone sees you. I see you. I have always seen you. But now the time of nudging gently is over. This is the time I draw the line. Something shocking is about to take place in your life. And if you're not prepared spiritually, emotionally, and mentally, it could shake you in ways you don't expect. This message is your only preparation. I'm still God. I'm still here, but you need to return to me. You need to listen. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm trying to save you. You've let too many distractions drown out my voice. You've leaned on people who weren't meant to carry the weight of your soul. You've gone silent in your prayers, thinking I stopped listening. But I never left. You did. And I've been trying to bring you back, but your heart has grown cold. So now I'm speaking in a way that will shake you. It has to, because your destiny is too important to let you keep wandering. Tonight at 11:30 p.m., something will happen. Whether it becomes the moment your life changes for the better or turns toward a painful awakening depends on what you choose after hearing this. You were not meant to live numb. You were not created for routine survival. You were called to carry light purpose and glory. But when you forget who you are in me, the enemy creeps in and begins to redefine your worth with lies. And I can't let that go on any longer. That's why I'm being loud now. This is me shouting over your silence. Comment 1111. If you believe something powerful is being unlocked in your spirit as you hear this, feel it. Don't resist it. Don't explain it away. Just let it hit your heart. Because I know you're tired. I know you've been barely holding it together. I know what others can't see. The nights you cry, the times you pretend to be strong, the shame you hide behind your smile. I know every single piece of it. And I still call you mine. You don't need to be perfect to come back. You just need to be willing. Willing to let go of what's slowly killing your soul. Willing to shut out the noise long enough to hear my voice again. Willing to stop chasing validation and come kneel in my presence again. I'm not far. I'm not angry. But I am serious. And I am not asking anymore. I am telling you with love and urgency. Something is shifting tonight. If you don't come to me now, you may not understand what's coming until it's already done. There are blessings with your name on them that have been delayed because you weren't ready to carry them. There are doors that were about to open, but I had to pause them because you kept walking away from me. This isn't about punishment. This is protection. I have seen the traps the enemy set in the places you wanted to go. I've seen the heartbreaks I saved you from. You only saw delay. I saw destruction. And still you questioned me. Still you doubted. But I don't need your understanding to be God. I need your trust. You think I've forgotten you. But I've been fighting battles in the spirit realm that you don't even know about. I've held back storms that had your name on them. I've canceled plans of the enemy that you would have fallen for. And all I asked in return was your heart. Not perfection, just your heart. But now the clock is ticking, and when that moment strikes tonight, it will either be the start of restoration or regret. You choose. I want to bless you. I want to heal what you won't even admit is broken. I want to bring you to the places you used to dream about. But I won't force you. I gave you free will. But now I'm telling you, this is your moment to use it wisely. Say yes to me again. Cry out to me again. Let me come in and clean up the mess. Let me carry you through the chaos, because this world will not save you. It will only distract you until it's too late. So pause, breathe, feel this. Let your soul open up. Let the tears fall if they need to. Don't fight it. This is the weight of glory settling on you. This is the voice of your Father calling you back home. Don't miss this. Don't walk away. Don't let 11:30 p.m. come and go like just another hour. It's not. It's the hour heaven touches earth. The moment your life bends in a new direction, but only if you're willing. You've said you want change. You've prayed for peace. You've begged for signs. This is it. This is your sign. This is your turning point. Will you answer me now? Will you surrender before the clock strikes? Will you let me be God in your life again? Or will you keep trying to carry it all on your own? You don't have to live like this anymore. You don't have to fake your strength, hide your weakness, or silence your soul. I made you. I know your breaking point and you're close, but I'm here. You are not abandoned. You are not forsaken. You are loved with a love that doesn't give up. This is your moment. This is sacred. Don't let it pass like another voice in the wind like this. If your spirit feels the weight of my voice pressing on your heart, not for attention, not for show, but to say, yes, I hear you, Lord. I receive this. I'm ready. I blocked the lies that could have destroyed your name. And even when you were distant, I kept sending reminders, hoping one would break through the fog and reach your heart. But now the time has come. No more delays. No more waiting. Heaven is aligning something for you that cannot wait any longer. Do not make the mistake of thinking this is just another moment. It is not. This is a divine warning and invitation all at once. What happens tonight is tied to what you decide right now. The spiritual realm has already been stirred. Angels have been assigned. But if you don't return your heart to me now, the shift that's meant to bless you could pass you by. Or worse, what was meant to elevate you could become the very thing that breaks you, because you weren't ready. The enemy has been pressing hard. He sees the cracks in your faith, the doubts you try to hide. He's been circling your weakness, whispering lies that feel like truth. That's why I'm calling you now. Because if you continue ignoring my voice, you'll walk straight into the trap. You'll think it's a new opportunity, but it will be a snare. You'll think it's love, but it will drain you. That's why this warning is love. Real love doesn't stay silent when danger is near. Comment 2. If you trust that I'm protecting you from things you can't yet see, because you are chosen, you've always been chosen. That's why the warfare has been so intense. That's why you felt like giving up lately, because the weight on your shoulders is spiritual, not just emotional. You've been carrying burdens that weren't yours to carry. And I've been waiting for you to bring them back to me. I never asked you to fix everything. I only asked you to come close. I know what they said about you. I know what they did to you. I know the betrayal, the heartbreak, the abandonment. But you need to hear me clearly right now. What happened to you is not greater than what I've placed inside you. Their rejection doesn't cancel my calling. Their silence doesn't erase my promise. I will still use you. I will still raise you. But I need your surrender, not your performance. You've been trying to act strong when what I really wanted was your tears. You thought if you broke down, you'd be weak. But your strength was never supposed to come from you. My strength is made perfect in your weakness. That means the very moment you feel like falling apart is when I'm most able to lift you. But I won't push past your pride. I wait for your permission. And that moment is now. There is something coming tonight. It may not shake the ground beneath your feet, but it will shift the atmosphere of your life. A conversation, a dream, a moment of stillness, a message. You'll know it when it happens. But don't mistake the quietness for nothing. I often move in whispers, and those who are spiritually awake will recognize it. But if your heart is hardened, you'll miss it. And I don't want you to miss it. There are people you've been asking me to remove situations you've begged me to fix. I've heard all of it, and I've been moving. But some of the answers you want require your obedience first. I can't bring new people into a life that's still cluttered with toxic attachments. I can't pour fresh oil into a heart still leaking from old wounds. I can't promote a soul that hasn't healed from the last fall. That's why I'm shaking things now. You may feel like your world is falling apart, but it's really falling into place. You've been holding on to things that I told you to let go of. You've made idols out of relationships, money, status, comfort. You've placed your identity in things that were never eternal. And now you feel empty because they never had the power to fill you. Only I do. Only I can restore what the world broke. Only I can give peace in the middle of the fire. Only I can heal you without leaving scars. Comment 333 to declare your faith that I'm still working even when it's quiet. Because faith isn't about feeling. It's about knowing. Knowing that I'm the same yesterday, today, and forever. I'm still the God who parts seas. I'm still the God who shuts the mouths of lions. I'm still the God who brings dry bones back to life. And I'm still the God who sees you right now, even in your confusion. Stop thinking you're too far gone. You're not. Stop thinking it's too late. It isn't. Stop thinking you missed your moment. This is your moment. Don't let shame lie to you. Don't let fear shut you down. Don't let delay convince you that I'm done. I finish what I start, and what I started in you is not over. It's just beginning again. Tonight, 11:30 p.m. is not a joke. It's not superstition. It's an appointment, a heavenly alignment. And your response now is what prepares your heart to receive. Worship me again. Pray again. Even if you haven't in a long time, just whisper my name. Just speak from your heart. I will hear you. I never stopped listening. You stopped believing I was close. But I've been right beside you in the heartbreak, the failure, the confusion. I've caught every tear. I've stood in every storm. I've waited in every silence. And I'm still here. I'm still holding you together even when it feels like you're falling apart. I'm still making a way even when you see none. And I'm still staying even now. That's the kind of God I am. I am not waiting for you to be perfect. I am waiting for you to be present. I can't move in what you hide. I can't bless what you pretend isn't broken. But if you open your heart to me now, I will come in like a flood. I see how weary your soul has become. I see how your hope has faded. You smile on the outside, but inside you wonder if I still have a plan for you. Let me tell you something. My plan for your life has not been canceled. It has not been erased. It has not been forgotten. It has only been waiting for your return. I will not force you to follow me. I want your love, not your fear. But if you're tired of running, I'm ready to restore everything you lost on the way. Comment 555. If you believe restoration is already in motion, don't say it unless you believe it. Because what's coming isn't just about material things. This restoration is about your peace, your confidence, your clarity, your identity. I'm restoring the part of you that believed the part of you, that dreamed the part of you, that knew you were made for something greater. That's what the enemy tried to destroy. And that's what I'm bringing back. I'm removing things that have kept you blind. I'm clearing paths that have been blocked. I'm softening your heart again so you can hear me clearly. You've gone through things that tried to harden your spirit. You've loved people who took your kindness for weakness. You've poured into others who only drained you. But that season is ending. I'm not letting you keep repeating cycles that steal your joy. You're entering a new chapter, but it requires your obedience like never before. I'm not asking you to be fearless. I'm asking you to trust me through the fear. Trust me even when it doesn't make sense. Trust me when the doors close. Trust me when your plans fall apart. Because often the things that disappoint you are the very things I'm using to redirect you. You see a closed door. I see protection. You feel rejection. I see redirection. You feel like you're being left behind, but I'm setting you apart. You don't need everyone to understand this. You just need to believe that I'm still writing your story, and no one else holds the pen. Not your past, not your mistakes, not the people who walked away, only me. And I've never written a story that ends in defeat for those who trust me. Yes, there are valleys. Yes, there are trials. But those who wait on me shall renew their strength. They will rise. I know the wait has been long. I know the prayers have gone unanswered. But what you don't realize is that every delay was protection. Every silence was me working behind the scenes. I've been aligning things you don't even know you need. I've been rearranging people and circumstances so that when I bring the blessing, it doesn't destroy you. because the wrong thing at the wrong time can feel like a curse. But the right thing in my timing is a miracle. Comment 1212 if you're ready to trust my timing even when it's different from yours. Because what's coming isn't small. You've prayed big prayers and now I'm answering them in ways you didn't expect. That's why the enemy has been attacking you so fiercely. He doesn't fight what isn't a threat. He saw what you couldn't see. Your calling, your anointing, your assignment. That's why the pressure has been so great. But I will not let the fire consume you. I'm refining you, not destroying you. The same fire that burns also purifies. And I am purifying your motives, your circle, your focus. Some people had to go. Some opportunities had to fall through. You thought it was the enemy, but it was me. Because I know the weight of the destiny you carry, and I will not allow anything or anyone to sabotage what I've placed inside you. That's why I'm shaking things. That's why the shaking hasn't stopped. But hear me now. The shaking is not the end. It's the beginning. The breaking had to come before the blessing. The stripping had to come before the overflow. I remove what's not from me before I release what is. And what's coming after this will make you forget the pain. I will repay you for the years the enemy stole. I will restore the joy you forgot was possible. I will give beauty for ashes. You are not disqualified. You are not beyond repair. You are not too late. You are right on time for what I'm about to do. But you have to stop doubting. Stop playing small. Stop waiting for others to approve what I've already spoken over you. I chose you before you were born. Before you knew how to pray, I marked you. I called you by name, and nothing you've been through has changed that. Return to me not halfway, not casually, fully, with your whole heart. Give me your yes again, not your Sunday yes, not your convenience yes, your real yes, the one that says, even if it costs me everything, I'll follow you. That's the yes that opens doors no man can shut. That's the yes that brings heaven into motion. That's the yes I'm looking for tonight. Because this isn't just about you. It's about the generations coming after you. It's about the people connected to your obedience. It's about the souls tied to your calling. When you say yes, chains break. When you say yes, strongholds fall. When you say yes, I move. Don't let this pass you by. Don't wait for another sign. This is it. You asked me to speak. I'm speaking. You asked for confirmation. This is confirmation. You asked if I still have plans for you. I do. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you a future and a hope. But now it's your turn. I never will. I was holding back the full weight of the storm you didn't even know was forming around you. While you were drowning in confusion, I was calming waves in places you couldn't see. That's the love I carry for you. A love that never sleeps. A love that guards your life. Even when you push me away, I'm still speaking, but now I'm speaking louder because the time has come. You've delayed long enough. You've wandered far enough. You've listened to every other voice except mine. But not anymore. I'm reaching for you with urgency, not anger, with fire, not fury, with power, not punishment. You think I'm trying to scare you, but I'm trying to save you. I know what's coming. I know what waits around the corner, and I want you ready. Tonight at 11:30 p.m., everything can begin to shift. It won't look like thunder. It won't always come with flashing lights, but it will be real. It might come in the form of clarity, a sudden release, a phone call, a moment of peace, or maybe even a wave of conviction that floods your spirit. However it comes, it will not be random. It will be me, and you will know it was me. Comment 777 if you believe this is the hour where heaven is reaching directly into your life. I am not a distant God. I am not a forgotten story. I am alive. I am holy. I am still here. And I am speaking to you now, not through fear, but through deep divine love. My discipline is wrapped in mercy. My correction is tied to destiny. I'm not mad that you've drifted. I'm grieved that you've been hurting without me. You think you're strong because you made it this far. But imagine how much further you'd be if you walked with me again. You don't have to carry the weight alone. You don't have to live on the edge of burnout. You don't have to feel empty in rooms full of people. Come back not to religion, not to performance, but to me, to my presence, to my voice. I will restore everything you thought was gone. You keep looking at your failures as proof that I've walked away. But I see your failures as opportunities to prove I never left. Every time you fell, I was closer than your breath. Every time you broke, I stood beside you, holding the pieces, waiting for you to hand them over. But you didn't trust me to fix it. You tried to manage on your own, and now you're tired, exhausted from trying to be your own savior. You were never created to carry what only I can carry. I am your refuge. I am your anchor. I am your strength. I am the stillness in your storm. And even now, as you listen to these words, something inside you is stirring. That's not emotion. That's me. That's my spirit knocking again. Not to accuse, to heal, to lift, to remind you of who you are and whose you are. You've let the world tell you that you're not enough. But I made you, and I don't make anything halfway. What I begin, I finish. Comment 999 if you believe that my hand is still over your life. You've run, but you haven't gone too far. You've doubted, but your faith isn't dead. You've fallen, but you are not disqualified. I still have use for you. You are not just salvageable. You are valuable, precious, called protected. No weapon formed against you will prosper when you're under my covering. But that's the key. You have to stay under my covering. You've entertained too many counterfeits. I know it. You've let things into your life that don't honor me. You've made peace with sin because you are tired of fighting. But the truth is, those things are draining you. They're robbing you of the fullness I want to give you. They give comfort for a moment, then leave you more empty than before. But my presence satisfies in a way nothing else can. My presence fills, heals, and renews, and it's waiting for you to return. This is not about shame. This is about restoration. I restore broken things. I resurrect dead places. I rebuild shattered hopes. But you have to let me in. You have to let go of control. You have to trust that my plans are better even when they don't make sense right away. Because when I move, it doesn't always come how you imagined, but it always comes right on time. Tonight is not like any other night. Heaven is closer than it's felt in a long time. I'm aligning things in the spiritual realm that will start to show up in the natural. But you have to open your heart. You have to believe again. You have to stop hardening your spirit just because life has been unkind. I will deal with those who wronged you. I will handle what hurt you. You focus on me. I'm going to give you peace that doesn't make sense. I'm going to send answers that feel like miracles. I'm going to remove people who are sent to delay your destiny. I'm going to speak to you in dreams, in moments of stillness, in unexpected ways. Stay alert. Stay sensitive. Don't tune me out. Don't go back to the things I already told you to leave. Your future is too precious for compromise. You may have been overlooked by others, but not by me. You may have been misunderstood, but not by me. I know your true heart. I know your deepest fears. I know what keeps you awake at night. And I want to meet you there, not after you fix yourself. Right now, in the middle of the mess, I want to sit with you in your brokenness and rebuild you with my love. So open the door. Not later. Now. You've delayed enough. You've avoided long enough. You've played it safe and stayed in your comfort zone, but it hasn't fulfilled you. Now step into faith. Step into surrender. Step into trust. Let me carry what's been crushing you. That hidden place, the one no one else sees. That place where you cry silently, where you question everything, where you wonder if anyone truly knows you. I know you and I love you in that place. Most of all, you've tried to protect yourself by hardening. You've learned how to keep your guard up, how to stay quiet, how to smile while silently collapsing inside. But I never asked you to carry the weight of your survival on your own. That's the lie the world taught you. That you're alone. That you have to stay strong for everyone. That you can't break. But I say differently. I say my strength is made perfect in your weakness. I say, come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Comment 10. If you're ready to lay it all down. No more pretending. No more hiding. No more numbing the pain through distractions. No more escaping through empty habits. Come as you are. Not fixed, not polished, just honest. I want your honesty. I want your pain. I want your confusion, your fear, your mess. That's where I begin. That's where I do my deepest work. I will not leave you broken. I will not leave you abandoned. I will not let the enemy have the final word in your life. You were bought at a price, and that price was my son. That's how much you mean to me. That's how far I went to redeem you. Do you think I would go that far just to let you drift away now? No. I'm pulling you back, not with chains, but with compassion, with love so deep it breaks through every wall you've built. Tonight is holy, not because of the date on a calendar, but because this is the moment your spirit is waking up again. This is when your heart remembers who you are and whose you are. You are mine, and I have never stopped chasing you. I have never stopped speaking. Even when you turned down the volume of your soul, even when you got too busy, too bitter, too distracted, I never gave up on you. The enemy wanted you numb. That was his plan all along, not just to attack you, but to make you stop feeling, to get you so used to survival mode that you forget what it means to live in freedom. But I came to give life, real life, full life, not just a breath in your lungs, but joy in your spirit. And I am restoring that now. Even now, my presence is stirring something in you that you thought was dead. It's not dead. It's been buried. But I am calling it forth. You've been asking me for clarity. But clarity doesn't come through control. It comes through closeness. You want me to explain everything. But what you really need is to trust me in the mystery. I don't reveal all at once. I reveal step by step because if I gave you the full picture, you'd either run from it or try to control it. But when you walk with me, I guide your steps. I don't just give you direction. I become your direction. You keep looking for the perfect moment to begin again. But this is it. There won't be fireworks. There won't be signs in the sky. There's just this still holy moment right now where heaven leans in and waits for your yes. I don't need your resume. I need your surrender. I don't need your performance. I need your permission. Let me in fully. You think it's too late. You think the window is closed, but I say, behold. I make all things new. I restore what time tried to take from you. I redeem what your choices tried to ruin. I bring back the years that were lost, not just with blessing, but with purpose. What once caused shame will become a story of grace. What once made you cry will one day become your testimony of how I brought you through. Comment 1515 if you believe that redemption is coming for every lost year. Nothing is wasted in my hands. Not the tears, not the failures, not the delays. I use it all. I work all things together for good to those who love me and are called according to my purpose. And you are called. You are not forgotten in the crowd. You are not overlooked in the chaos. I have written your name on my hands. You are seen. You don't have to earn my love. It was given freely. My grace is not a reward for good behavior. It's the gift for the broken. Stop trying to earn what you already have. Stop disqualifying yourself because of where you've been. I've seen the entire timeline of your life and still chose to love you completely. That's what makes my love different from anything else you've ever known. It doesn't leave when you mess up. It runs toward you every time. I know what's coming next in your life. And that's why I need you prepared. Not with fear, but with faith. Not with plans, but with peace. I need your spirit in alignment so you don't miss the doors I'm about to open. I need your ears tuned to me so you can hear when I say go and when I say wait. This is not just about blessing. This is about positioning. Where I'm taking you, you cannot afford to be disconnected from my voice. And yes, you're going to lose some people in the process. Some won't understand this shift in you. Some won't support your healing. Some won't celebrate your obedience. But that's not rejection. It's refinement. I'm pruning so that you can bear more fruit. I'm removing what can't grow with you. I'm separating you from anything that keeps you small because I created you to carry something mighty. The next chapter of your life will not be like the last. But the key to walking into it is this: you must let me lead. Not just in the crisis, not just when you feel low, but daily, continually. Even when you feel strong, even when life is good, because when you stay close to me, you stay protected, you stay covered. And no matter what comes, you will be unshaken. Tonight is a turning point. You will remember this as the moment you came back, not just to belief, but to deep, intimate trust. You will look back and see that everything began to shift when you said yes, not just with your lips, but with your life. So don't wait. Don't overthink. Just say yes. And watch what I do next. I'm asking for your heart that's been through storms, your heart that's tired, your heart that still beats with hope. Even after all the disappointment, that's the heart I'm after. That's where I'll begin the next part of your story. The ones who hurt you, I saw them. The moments that made you question your worth, I witnessed them. And I did not turn my face away. I was there. You thought I was silent, but I was weeping with you. You thought I was far, but I was holding you. Even when you felt alone, and now I want to heal the parts you buried, the wounds you thought you had to live with. I want to make them whole. There's a deeper healing coming. Not just physical, not just emotional, but a spiritual healing. A healing that touches the foundation of who you are. That takes the broken pieces and fits them into something stronger than before. I know how to restore what feels too shattered. I know how to bring beauty from places others would have abandoned. I'm not afraid of your brokenness. I am drawn to it because where others see ruin, I see potential. Comment 1717. If you believe God still has a plan for your broken pieces, because I do, and you're not too far behind for me to bring you ahead. You haven't missed it. You haven't ruined it. I'm still able to bring you exactly where you were meant to be. You just have to trust that my hands are bigger than your mistakes. I see how you've tried to hold yourself together. I see how you've carried people, tried to stay strong, tried to pretend you're okay. But even strong people break. And that's why I want to remind you, you don't have to carry it all. Not anymore. Cast your burdens on me. Lay your heaviness at my feet. Stop picking it back up after you pray. Leave it with me. Let me hold what's too heavy for you. You weren't created to do this alone. That's why your soul feels tired. That's why you feel burnt out. Because you've been trying to fix spiritual battles with natural strength. But this fight isn't won by effort. It's won by surrender. Let me fight for you. Let me go before you. You don't even realize how many battles I've already won that you never even knew were coming. You don't know how many traps I dismantled, how many attacks I turned away. You've asked me to show up, and I have over and over. Maybe not in the ways you expected, but I was there. That car accident you barely avoided. That job that fell through that person who left you, thought those were losses, but they were victories. You just didn't see what I was shielding you from. One day you look back and realize I was never late. I was just saving you from something you couldn't see yet. You've been through the fire, but you didn't burn. You've walked through loss, but it didn't destroy you. You've cried at midnight, but still rose the next morning. That's not your strength. That's mine. That's my hand on you. That's my breath in your lungs. I've kept you for such a time as this. You are still here because there's still more for you to do. Still more for you to become. And this next part of your life is going to require faith that stretches you, obedience that costs you. But the reward on the other side will be greater than anything you've imagined. I'm preparing a table for you in the presence of your enemies. I'm lifting you from a dry place into a season of overflow. But before I take you there, I need to know your heart is mine. I'm not asking for a piece of it. I want all of it. The scared parts, the angry parts, the tired parts, the hopeful parts, the places that still wonder. God, are you really there? Yes, I am, and I've been waiting for this moment not to punish, but to embrace, not to condemn, but to redeem. You've let the world define your worth long enough. You've measured yourself by people's opinions, likes, attention, and approval. But I never asked you to chase their approval. I already approved you when I created you. Before you were formed in your mother's womb, I knew you. I set you apart. I gave you purpose, and no one can take that away. Not failure, not rejection, not even your past. You are mine, and I don't change my mind. Comment Amen if you receive that, because this isn't about a feeling. This is about truth. And the truth is, you are still chosen, still called, still covered. The enemy wants you to believe you're done, that your time is over, that the pain you've experienced means you're disqualified. But he's a liar. Always has been. My word says you are more than a conqueror. My word says I will finish the work I started in you. My word says no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and I do not lie, but you must return. Not with half your heart, with all of it. No more delay, no more excuses, no more waiting for the right time. This is the time. This is the moment. And when you turn back to me with your whole heart, you will see me move in ways you've never seen before. I will make rivers in your desert. I will make a way where there was no way. I will break the chains you thought you'd live with forever. But I need your yes. Not just a yes in your words, but a yes in your choices. A yes in how you live. A yes in who you trust. A yes in the silence when you don't have the answers. That kind of yes changes everything. There's still time. The door is still open. But don't ignore this call. I will not wait forever. I love you too much to stay quiet when your soul is drifting. So this is me, your Father, calling you home. Calling you back, not to shame you, to clothe you in righteousness, to restore your joy, to remind you who you really are. I am not the voice of guilt that shames you. I am the voice of truth that lifts you. The voice of love that says, you still belong to me. You've believed for too long that your failures define you, but they don't. I do. And I say you are redeemed. I say you are forgiven. I say you are mine. You are not your past. You are not what happened to you. You are not the ones who left. You are not the lies they spoke over you. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not forgotten. You are loved deeply, eternally, unconditionally loved. You may have turned away from me, but I never stopped calling your name. In the quiet, I whispered. In the chaos, I waited. In your moments of regret, I stood beside you. I wasn't absent. I was patient. I was guarding you, even when you didn't ask. I was protecting your purpose, even when you didn't see it. And now I'm calling you to come closer again. No more running. No more resisting. Just come. Comment Amen. If your heart is open to receive that truth, because this is not just another emotional moment. This is heaven reaching for you right now. A holy interruption. You may not fully understand why your spirit feels what it feels, but that's me. That's my spirit stirring the dry places, breathing life into what felt numb, opening your eyes to see what you've been ignoring for too long. I'm not only offering you comfort, I'm offering you clarity. You've been walking in circles chasing peace, looking for answers in all the wrong places. But peace is not a place. It's a person. I am your peace. I am the stillness your soul is craving, the calm in the storm, the anchor when everything around you shakes. You keep asking me to change your circumstances, but I want to change you. I want to strengthen you so the storm doesn't control your spirit anymore. You've prayed for me to open doors, and I will. But first, I want to prepare your heart to walk through them. Because open doors without obedience will only lead to chaos. You have a purpose too valuable for shortcuts. I'm not rushing you. I'm refining you. Every delay has been divine. Every setback had purpose. Every heartbreak will be turned into a testimony. I don't waste anything. I use it all. You've questioned why certain things ended, why certain people left, why things you held on to so tightly slipped through your fingers. And the answer is simple, because I saw what you couldn't. I heard conversations you didn't. I knew intentions that were hidden, and I removed what you thought you needed to make space for what's truly from me. Trust that. Comment 111 if you're ready to release what's no longer meant to follow you, because I'm bringing new things, new connections, new peace, new levels of joy. But your hands must be free to receive them. And that means letting go. Letting go of bitterness. Letting go of control. Letting go of the version of life you've tried to build without me. I don't want to be your backup plan. I want to be your foundation. You've been asking me to restore your life, but I want to restore your heart first, because a restored heart sees differently. It trusts differently. It loves differently. It worships differently. And I want that for you. I want to restore your awe, your wonder, your joy in simply being mine. You weren't created to just survive. You were created to live full, to live whole, to live free. I have not changed my mind about you. I have not changed my plans for you. What I spoke over your life still stands. My promises are not fragile. They do not expire when you mess up. They remain, and I am faithful to bring them to pass. But I need your yes, a full yes, a real yes, one that doesn't waver with the wind, one that trusts even when it's hard, one that follows even in the dark. You say you want me to move, but will you move with me? Will you leave behind what's familiar for what's holy? Will you surrender comfort for calling? Because where I'm taking you, comfort can't come with you. The calling costs something, but what you gain is beyond anything you'll leave behind. Peace that doesn't fade, purpose that doesn't shift, love that doesn't change. You are more than what you've settled for, more than the labels placed on you, more than the shame that's tried to stick to your soul. I call you chosen. I call you beloved. I call you free. But you must come back into agreement with what I say about you. Stop repeating the lies of the enemy. Stop believing the voice that tells you you're not enough. You are enough. Not because of what you've done, but because of what I've done for you. You don't have to earn my approval. You already have it. You don't have to strive for love. You are already loved right now just as you are. And from that place, I will build something new in your life. Not on fear, not on guilt, but on truth, on faith, on the unshakable foundation of my presence. This is the hour to return, not in fear, but in freedom, not in pressure, but in peace. You are not late. You are right on time. You are still part of the plan. Everything the enemy meant for harm, I am turning for good. Everything that's felt broken, I am rebuilding with grace. I will restore the years the locusts have eaten. I will give you joy in the morning. And I will use your story to set others free. But you must decide. You must choose. You must respond. Don't let the clock hit 11:30 tonight and find your heart closed. Don't brush this off like it's just another moment. It's not. It's holy. It's weighty. It's me, the Lord your God, reaching for you again. Not to judge, but to embrace. Not to condemn, but to restore. Don't miss this. It's not sorrow, though it brings tears. That trembling inside of you, that sudden heaviness, that unexpected stillness. It's me. I'm stirring your spirit because you've been asleep for too long. You've gone numb to things that used to move you. You've gotten used to the silence. But I am breaking through it now. I am awakening you. This is not just a moment. It's a call, a divine wake-up, the kind you can't ignore without consequences, the kind that comes not because I'm distant, but because I'm too near to let you stay the same. I've let you go your own way long enough. I've watched you chase the world and its empty promises, hoping it would satisfy something that only I can fill. But now I'm calling you back. And this time, it's not a suggestion, it's a rescue. Comment too if you feel that awakening in your soul. If something inside you is stirring, don't run from it. Let it pull you closer to me. Don't push it down. Don't explain it away. This is sacred. This is the moment where heaven brushes against your heart and reminds you that you were made for more. You were never meant to blend in. You were born to carry glory. The world will never give you what your spirit needs. That's why you keep ending up empty. That's why the more you chase, the less you feel whole, because you're searching for eternal peace in temporary places. But you are not a temporary being. You are eternal. And you were designed to walk with me. Not just when it's easy, not just when it's comfortable, but every day, every step, every breath. This is the season where I'm calling you to go deeper. Not wider, not louder, deeper. I want you to hear me again. I want you to walk with me again. I want to be your first thought in the morning and your last thought at night. I want to be more than your rescue. I want to be your source, your everything. The one you turn to before you turn to anyone else. Because when I'm at the center, everything aligns. You've tried to build without me. And you've seen how unstable it is. One disappointment shakes everything. One rejection makes you question your worth. One closed door makes you doubt your future. That's because your foundation wasn't me. But I'm inviting you now to rebuild with me, as the cornerstone with my word, as your anchor with my presence, as your covering. And when the storms come again, and they will, you will not be shaken. I've seen you survive what should have destroyed you. I've watched you smile when you were breaking. You thought no one noticed the pain, but I did. You thought no one cared about the loneliness, but I did. And now I want to replace that pain with purpose, that sadness with strength, that heaviness with hope. But you must be willing to let go. Let go of the lies you believed. Let go of the guilt that keeps you in chains. Let go of the fear that says you're not enough. You are enough because I am in you. Comment 333 to declare your faith that I still have more for you, because I do. The story isn't finished. The chapter you're in is not the end. I'm turning the page, and what comes next will surprise you. You've been thinking small, but I've always planned big. You've settled, but I've written more. And I'm about to show you what happens when you surrender everything to me. But this isn't about comfort. This is about calling. You won't always feel ready. You won't always understand the path. But when you walk with me, you don't need to see the whole road. You just need to trust the one who leads you. I am the way. I don't just make a way. I am the way, and I am leading you even now out of the desert and into purpose. The process will stretch you. It will require obedience even when no one is watching. It will ask you to say no to things you once said yes to. But what you will gain in me will far outweigh what you give up. The joy you'll find in my presence will heal every place that once bled. The peace I will give you will silence every storm that once shook you. The strength I will pour into you will raise you up from every fall you've endured. And you will see why it had to happen the way it did. You will see why I didn't answer that prayer in the way you expected. You will see why certain people left, why certain doors closed, why certain things didn't work out. It wasn't rejection, it was protection. It wasn't punishment, it was preparation. You thought I was being silent. I was building something behind the scenes you couldn't yet understand. I'm about to restore your vision, your fire, your faith. You've been tired because you were fighting battles without armor. But I'm clothing you now. I'm covering you. And I'm placing new strength in your spirit. You will run again. You will believe again. You will worship with freedom again. The chains are falling off even now. But you must stay close. Don't just visit my presence. Live in it. Don't just cry out when it's hard. Talk to me always. Don't just remember me in pain. Praise me in every season. I am not a part-time God. I am a full-time Father. And I want every part of you not to control you, but to walk with you, to lead you into what I've promised. So choose me again. Choose me fully. Choose me with your plans, with your relationships, with your decisions, and you will never walk alone again. My Spirit will go before you. My hand will protect you. My word will guide you, and my love will sustain you through every season. You've been praying for peace, but still clinging to the very things that steal it. You ask me to move, but you won't stop moving long enough to hear me. You scroll through noise, hoping to hear my voice, but I'm speaking in stillness. That's why I've been slowing things down around you. Not to punish you, but to pause you, to help you see that all the things you thought mattered so much can't fill the hole in your soul. Only I can. You've come to the end of yourself, and that's exactly where I meet you. Not when you've got it all together, but when you realize you can't do it without me anymore. That's where the healing begins. That's where the real journey starts. Not with answers, but with surrender. Comment amen if you're ready to surrender truly and fully this time, not just in word, but in your life. Because what I'm about to do in you won't happen around your pride. It won't happen if you're still trying to do it your way. It will only happen when you let go completely. That doesn't mean you'll feel ready. But I don't call the ready. I call the willing.